Harappan Civilization. Harappan Civilization is one of the most ancient civilizations of the world. It was believed to be a hub of art and culture and architecture. The discoveries made at these architectural sites give us great insight into their lives and lifestyles. A typical Harappan city was divided into two sections, each fortified separately, Citadel and Lower Town. Citadel, it was located on an artificially raised mount, sometimes called Acropolis. It housed the important buildings of the city, like the assembly halls, religious structures, granaries, and in the Great Bath in case of Mohenjo-daro. Lower Town. The lower section of the city was where the housing for the inhabitants was located. It was well connected with broad roads about 30 meters long, which met at right angles. The houses were located in the rectangular squares thus formed. Next point is silent features of Indus Valley town planning, which were commonly found in most of the large and small cities. City walls. Each city was surrounded by massive walls and a gateway. It was built to control trade and also to stop the flooding of city. Each part of the city was made up of walled sections. Each section included different buildings such as public buildings, houses, markets, craft, workshop, etc. Grid pattern. Most of the settlements were laid out on a grid pattern where roads were laid down at right angles. Streets were oriented east to west. Drainage system. It was carefully planned with drains laid out first and then houses built along them. If domestic wastewater had to flow into the street drains, every house needed to have at least one wall along a street. Drains were covered at most of the places, highlighting the hygiene etiquette of Harappan people. Residential buildings. They were mainly made up of brick and consisted of an open terrace flanked by rooms. Standardized blank bricks as well as sun dried bricks were used. Some houses even had multiple stories and paved floors. Most of the houses had their own walls, drains, and bathrooms. Some of the architectural features unique to large cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. Granaries. It is largest building used to store grains. It reflects a highly developed agricultural system. It was well ventilated and it was possible to feel grain in form from outside. Great granary was found at Mohenjo-daro, while six small granaries were found at Harappa. Great Bath. The Great Bath is a part of a large citadel complex that was found in 1920s during excavations of Mohenjo-daro, one of the main centers of the Indus civilization. It was probably used for religious or ritualistic purposes. It was connected to an elaborate water supply and sewer system.